Students, are you struggling to take decent notes or figure out how to actually use your notes to study better? And educators, are you wondering, how do I even help my students take decent notes that will actually be usable and effective in raising their grades? Well, today, I've got a checklist of 7 truly highly advanced note-taking skills. You don't need to get good at all 7, but just maybe pick 1 or 2 to take yourself to the next level, students. And educators, stick around to the end where I'm going to give you a bonus script for a fabulous question to ask students when you're coaching them to improve their note-taking. All right, everybody. Are you ready to find out what these advanced note-taking tips are? Let's dig in. It's that time of year when it might be good to look at our note-taking habits just a little bit and see, how am I doing? How am I not doing? What might I improve? Final exams are still a little bit away, and I bet you will discover a skill or 2 you can work on as I go through this checklist of 7 truly highly advanced note-taking skills, okay? And they're divided out into 3 categories. So let's see which ones you could improve on. The first category is our advanced skills, and there are 3 things here. Are you dating your notes? Number 1, are you putting the date of the day that you're taking your notes? And if not, please start doing that, okay? The second thing on our checklist is, are you putting a good title on your notes? And for heaven's sake, please don't put notes as your title, right? Let's be specific. Let's think about, what exactly is this lecture about? Maybe it's on the American Revolution. Maybe it's on the causes of the American Revolution. Maybe it's on the Pythagorean theorem. I don't know. But you use your smarts to get a good title in there, and it will make all the difference later on when you're going back to use your notes to study them. The third advanced skill in note-taking is, how are you organizing your notes? Where are you putting them? Are you putting them in a place you can find them again? If they're paper notes, make sure they're not just in the middle of a spiral notebook or a binder. Make sure that they're organized in some way. And if they're digital notes, that's why the title is so important, and possibly the date too, so that you have an easy place that you can find them when you need them. Okay. Need to work on any 3 of those skills? If so, you can just pick one of those and just commit to doing them in the next few weeks. I'm going to move now, though, to the truly advanced note-taking skills. So here, are you trying to get down as much information as possible without copying word for word the information on the slides, on your teacher's PowerPoint slides if they have them, right? So getting down as much as possible is our skill number 4, actually. Skill number 5 is, are you taking a few minutes to look over your Get It Down notes to see what you missed? Because you're probably going to miss something, right? Leave a space for what you might be missing and then fill it in afterwards. How do you do that? I hope you know at least 1, if not 2 or 3 people with their phone numbers or IG handles or whatever, who you can reach out to help to compare your notes and fill in the information you missed. Okay, skill number 6 in this section is, am I taking a moment for the information that's especially hard to hone my notes? Now, I have a whole course on how to hone your notes. So right now on this free YouTube video, I'm just going to define honing for you. It's taking all the information that your teacher gave you, looking at it through the lens of your unique and brilliant brain, and seeing, what do I see here? How can I condense it? How can I shorten it? What are the most important pieces? How can I make all of these ideas visual, visible? Is there a chart? Is there a graphic organizer I can use? Can I do arrows? Can I add color? Whatever it is for your unique self to make your notes your own, that's what honing your notes means. And that's what I hope that you are choosing to do. Let's move on to our truly highly advanced note-taking skills. And there's actually just one tip here, and this is tip number 7. Are you making your notes quizzable, studyable. One of the problems with excellent studying is it takes time to go back and make note cards, or it takes time to go back and make whatever the study tool is that you're going to do. And so a lot of students don't do it. But if we can get smarter about our note taking, then we can, as we hone our notes, or even, I guess this is the truliest, highest advancedness tip, while you're taking your get it down notes, you can eventually get so good that you can make them quizzable, that you can find a way to get questions and answers, or to cover up answers, or to put answers on a different space so that you have questions that you can practice asking yourself and then double checking to see if you were correct or not. Does that make sense? If you have any questions, please post them below. I'm going to be doing much more paying attention to the YouTube comments so that I can coach more students for free here on this platform. So please ask questions if you need them. And educators, hang on just a moment. We have a word to have with each other. So the most common question I get asked amongst the educators who are a part of my anti-boring learning lab is, gosh, kids think honing notes is too much work. They just aren't gonna do it. What do I do? How do I get them to improve their note taking? And so there are two things that I want to offer up to you. The first is, don't try and get a student who isn't even dating their notes or isn't even putting a good title on their notes. Don't try and get them to do the truly highly advanced work of honing their notes, right? That might be too much, but the act of thinking through what is a good title for my note, that is an amazing way to, it's like the simplest way in some ways to hone your notes, because you have to think through what is the biggest topic here and how do I put it there. So don't make your students do everything, but meet them where they are. What's something they're not doing that would be good for them to do on this checklist, and have them do that. And to that end, I want to give you just a little script that you can use, an empowering question to ask students. And that question is, what is the next itty bitty new note-taking habit you would be willing to try to take your notes to the next level? We're not looking for the biggest habit. We're looking for the next itty-bitty habit that students might be willing to try. Explore that with them, see what they come up with, and then hold them accountable. Check in with them to see how it's going or how it's not going. I hope that's helpful. And of course, educators, you can ask questions below too. I'd love to engage with you. And if you haven't already, folks, like and subscribe. And educators, if you would like my complete packet of free secrets to how to help students unlock their own learning, you can find that at gretchenwegner.com/secrets. It's a wonderful downloadable that'll give you some actionable tips right away. So go grab that, and I will see y'all soon in the next video.